5 movies and their sequel that are equal quality, part 2. And yes, this is a follow-up to the first one. Yes, I'm making sequels now. So no, and I'm also just like remember the franchise where I was like most and least expensive. I'm gonna be continuing off of them. So the 6th addition to the list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Remember, I said equal quality for a reason, not just as good or just as bad. They're not great. The first one I'd probably give like a 38. The second one I might give like a 45. So, and there might be actually a difference, but they're pretty comparable. Which one's better? Out of the Shadows. I think the first one, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it had a lot of potential. It could have been great, like especially with all the CGI. But I guess just CGI isn't them. Mutant Mayhem, guys. Mutant Mayhem. These guys are literally the front cover for my second most viewed video ever. Like, and that's yeah. Then after this, the rest of these are just bangers. Like, guys, it's heaven after this. 7, Skyfall and Spectre. Which one's better? They're both amazing, but Skyfall. I think these two fit well as like an Infinity War Endgame type thing. Skyfall really feels like the sky is falling down in the movie. Spectre, I think it tries to increase the scope. Spectre feels like a finale for the franchise, and it works as a finale. No Time to Die was the actual finale, and it both felt like a finale and didn't. But anyway, that's a different story. You can watch my review of my ranking all Daniel Craig Bond films for that. 8, Avatar, the 2 Avatar movies. I remember in December of 2024, I remember I was going to watch Avatar. I had a grudge against it because it beat Titanic at the box office. I was like, okay, this might be, okay, let's check it out, see if it's good. Dun, dun, dun! It's one of the greatest movies of all time. And then I decide to stay up late at night and watch Avatar: The Way of Water. Dun, dun, dun! It's one of the greatest movies it's an amazing movie, one of the greatest movies this decade. James Cameron, I think James Cameron has a condition where he can't make a bad movie. I'm genuinely convinced he has a condition where James Cameron cannot make a bad movie. Especially with Avatar and Titanic. I'm sorry. 9, A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2. Which is better, A Quiet Place? I think A Quiet Place was an amazing horror movie, very original, very spooky. And then A Quiet Place 2 was was an amazing horror sequel. I think personally I prefer the first Quiet Place, but I think A Quiet Place Part 2 is very worthy of the title as sequel to A Quiet Place. And then lastly, to top this video off, we have The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and The Conjuring Last Rites. Which one is better? The Conjuring Last Rites. These two are very, very close to each other in quality. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Devil Made Me Do It had probably the best plot. If we're ranking them by plot, The Devil Made Me Do It had the best plot, but it goes hard into the supernatural, and yeah, it's still a great. Don't get me wrong, it's still great. Yeah, Last Rites is a great conclusion. But the name is literally equal quality. Alright, that'll be all for today's video on 5 movies and their sequel that are equal quality, part 2. And yes, I'm gonna start treating this like a movie studio, and yeah, I'm making a sequel, of course. I'm literally struggling to find a movie that these days that don't have a sequel. Oh yeah, that should be a movie or video. Yeah, drop down in the comments what you thought was gonna be on this list, or what you would put on this list. Trust me, there's gonna be more. I already know one that's gonna be on the next version, Guardians of the Galaxy. Wait, no, I spoiled it. Check out my channel for more content like this, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.